everyone, April Dunham here. Today I want to do a follow-up on my talk from Microsoft Ignite on Power Apps Makeover Basic to Beautiful. In that talk, I described the Power Apps pyramid and how performance, user experience, and branding are the three components of a well-built Power App. I want to focus on the branding aspect from that talk and highlight how you can create a branding screen and reusable theme for your Power Apps. If you're curious about that talk and all the tips that I shared in that, I'll share a link to that in the video notes. But first, here's the intro. Before I dive into how to create this branding screen, let's talk about why we would want to do this first. I'm sure that I can't be the only one that's built a nice, beautiful Power App only to discover a few weeks, maybe months later, that we need to update the colors for our app. So now you have to go into your beautiful Power App, touch each control, and change the header color or whatever it might be. Sure, it's not super hard, but it's time consuming, and who wants to do that? That's where this branding screen and theme will really come in handy, because you just have a one-stop shop to add in all of your colors and reference that, and you change it in one spot if it ever needs to be changed. Now, the first step into building a branding screen is to find out what your company brand standard is. Most all companies that I work with have some kind of brand standard documentation. You can typically reach out to your marketing department and they should have this. My company has one and it looks something like this. It's just a PDF document, and in it you'll have a screen where it tells you what your company colors are. It's typically laid out like this with a box that has the color, and it will tell you the hex codes for each of these colors. You should also have a typography screen that shows you what font is standard for your brand. What we want to do is replicate this brand standard in our Power App so that we can reference that and not have to keep coming back to this PDF document. To do this, in your Power Apps application, insert a new blank screen. This screen will be hidden to most end users and only available to the people that have admin access to the app. I typically call this screen branding. To replicate our brand standard, you'll just go in and insert some rectangle controls. For each rectangle control, you'll go to the Fill property, click Custom, and paste in that hex code from your brand standard. I also like to include a label next to these boxes that shows what this color is and the hex value so that I don't have to go dig into the Fill property to see the hex value for these. Just repeat this process for each of the colors in your brand standard. For the fonts, I just insert a label and change the font to what matches my brand standard. I typically include one for headers and one for regular text. The header is usually always bolded and a little bit bigger. For typography, Power Apps does have a limited number of fonts that you can choose from natively. So when looking at your brand standard, your main font might not be available in Power Apps. Most of the time, the brand standards will include a web-safe alternate font that you can use. In our case, it's Georgia and Arial. Those web-safe fonts are typically always included in Power Apps. As you can see, we have Arial and Georgia here. So I've just created two labels that are the Arial and Georgia fonts for us to use in our app. The last thing that I always include in my branding screen is the official company logo. Just go to View, Media, and upload your logo here to your app. Then on your branding screen, go to Insert, Media, and Image, and point that to your logo that you just uploaded in the image property. Now we have our nice branding screen for our Power App. Now how do we take this screen and use it in our application? We want to take these colors and put them into a local collection so that we can reference those throughout all the controls in our app. To do that, let's go to the app and the OnStart property. We're going to use some global variables to define our theme and fonts. First, I'm setting a global variable to hold our font. We do that with the set property. Give your variable a name, and you see I'm just pointing it to that font label from my branding screen. So let's jump back to the branding screen and look at this label. You can see that this label is called font header. So back here, when I'm defining my variable, I'm just setting the font to the font header.font property. We're going to do this same thing for our theme. We're going to create a global theme that encompasses all of the different colors from our brand standard. I'm going to call this TF theme and put that into a global variable. Then all we're doing is mapping the colors to the rectangle controls on our branding screen and their fill property. One important thing to note here is don't use just dark blue and light blue and dark red, because those are placeholders for colors natively in Power Apps. So you don't want to have two variables or objects with the same name. That's why I'm appending TF to each of these color names so that they're distinguished and separate. So for this theme, I'm just mapping the TF blue to my color dark blue rectangle, which is the name of my rectangle, and getting its fill property. And I'm repeating this for each of the colors in the brand standard. Again, the beauty of this is now if I ever need to change the company colors for any way, all I have to do is go to my branding screen and change the fill property here. And now everywhere that I'm using that color will be updated. Now that we have our global theme set, we need to use it in our application. If I go back to the landing screen, on all of the screens in my app, I have this standard header, which is just a rectangle control. I want all of these headers to use our dark red color from our theme. So all I have to do is go to the fill property and find our TF theme global variable that we set. And if I do a dot on that, I'll see all of the different colors that I have in that variable. So if I choose the dark red, this is changed to the dark red color from our app. And something that I love that they added not too long ago to Power Apps is a real-life preview in the formula bar of what the color is. So you can make sure that it's the color that you're expecting. Now you can go through and just do this for all the properties in your app. So for the fill color for this, I'm just pointing it to my theme dark blue color. And this can apply for anything. It can apply to your border colors as well. So I can set that to my TF theme. I could do dot the black color instead. And just repeat this throughout your app. Now if this red shade changes, or if I need to change it at all I have to do is go back here to my branding screen, change it to whatever it should be, maybe a little brighter red there, and now you'll see, if I refresh the app on start, that color is changed in every screen that was referencing that. I found from building Power Apps myself for clients, this has really saved me a lot of time. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.